her mom and sent her to like an acting camp, I guess, and I think within no time, I think a very short time, she was noticed, picked up, and was on Broadway in no time, or off Broadway, and then slowly worked her way up. No, well, not slowly. I think it was pretty quick. So during the pandemic, you know, after I reached out and I discovered that, I was like, wow, this is pretty amazing. I mean, this, you know, I can't wait to see Zoe. It's been a long time. So during the pandemic, her mom called and she said, look, we're going crazy here like everyone else. And it's like, what are you doing? You know, would you like to, you know, come across with your wife and, you know, teach Zoe how to cook? Zoe had been going through her mom's recipes from when I had taught her and Veronica had taught her. Her mom's like, come across, please. We're losing our minds here. So I was like, yeah, I'm losing mine here. And for some reason during the pandemic, I thought that I'd be able to write. I thought that I was, you know, I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on my writing. And it never happened. I just couldn't, I don't know. It was like whatever was going on in the world just seemed to consume me. And I really thought I was going to write. I had scripts I wanted to finish, and I just couldn't get there and get into that space and get into the characters, you know, into the worlds I create when I write. And so it was like a relief, you know, when I spoke with Anna, and it was a real relief. And it was like, so, okay, let's go. Anna, you know, she's asking how I'm doing, how my scripts are coming along, and has anything happened? And, you know, we sit down and I said, so what's going on with Zoe? And, you know, we got talking, and she's like, yeah, she really would love to be in a horror movie. She'd love to be in a science fiction film or TV show. Yeah, I mean, all the things I grew up with and love. She was trying to figure out how to make this leap from, you know, the stage to the screen. You know, she's like got a big name for herself on, you know, in musical theater and Broadway. It's like, you know, you're in Les Miserables, you're in Frozen, you carry the lead. She was the lead in Sarah Silverman's, you know, The Bedwetter. And I said, well, look, why don't I go away and write a 20-minute short, something we can knock out. You are the main focus, the lead. We'll figure it out. I'll sell something, I'll invest in a couple of mics, I'll see what we got. She's like, well, I got a couple of lights, a friend has a couple of lights, I had a couple of lights lying around. You know, I had a tripod, someone else had a tripod. My friend Jimmy, I was like, you know, he was like, I got these tripods lying around, you know, I've had them for a long time, and I don't use them. He said, I'll give you them for like $30 or something. I'm like, 30? Okay, I'm not gonna argue. I meet him, I pick them up, I look at them, I'm like, what the? They're not cheap ass tripods, you know? They're like good tripods. I'm like, I said, are you sure? $30? It's like, I don't care, I never used them. They just sat in the corner of the apartment. I'm like, all right, took them. I was like, wow. So, you know, I go buy gels, you know, putting things together piece by piece by piece, all the things you would need to shoot. I think I asked Zoe, as I recall, I said to Zoe, I said, you know, write down 5 aspects, right, of a script or a movie you would want to see yourself in, or a TV show you'd want to see yourself in. I said, just write like 5 aspects down. My mom gets back to me and it's like science fiction, dystopia, horror, characters have to be good. And I don't even remember what the 5th one was. Maybe Anna can remind me of that one. Maybe Zoe can tell me. And my wife was away, and I didn't come up for air for 5 days. And when I did, I looked at what I had, and I was like, oh shit, this is like 80 pages. I have 80 pages, and I'm rereading it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a TV pilot. you know, and I handed it off to Anna and Zoe. They read it, got back to me that night at like 2 in the morning, and they were like, whoa, what the heck? This is like wild. And then we sat down and we're like, what do we do now?
Stay electric.